Here we are on a typical site where the builder hasn't told the pest controller about the second pour. So it's a perfect chance for us to show you how you can use the Green Zone system post-pour. To prepare the site, you'll need a blower, soft broom or wire brush. If you're treating penetrations, make sure you bring some sandpaper. If necessary, you may need to rough up the PVC pipe to create an etch to make sure that the paint sticks well. Clean and clear the area of any dirt and debris, and check to make sure it's free of solvents, oil and grease. Also, surfaces like PVC pipes, using sandpaper to etch the surface will help the paint stick. Then you need to prime the area. You can use a commercially available spray adhesive for small or difficult to reach places. For larger areas like construction joints, use a brush or roller to apply the primer, following the manufacturer's instructions. If you have large gaps, use the Green Zone backer rod and push it into the gap, ensuring it finishes flush with the top edge. You can use the caulking gun and a cartridge of termite sealant to inject into gaps, cracks and crevices before we paint over them. This is especially useful around penetrations. Once the primer is dry, you are ready to apply Green Zone termite paint. Begin by mixing the paint. Check that the product you are using isn't more than 3 months old and it's kept in the shade so it doesn't spoil. You can apply the termite paint with a brush, roller and even a spray gun. Today we will show you the brush method. Remember, we do 2 coats and we are aiming for 2.5mm thickness for each coat. It doesn't need to be smooth, but ensure it's consistent and free from bubbles and breaks. It should be about 50mm either side of the join you are covering. The paint cleans up with water, so keep a bucket and some rags handy for any spills and cleaning up. When you are treating penetrations like this, aim to extend the paint 150mm up and out from the pipe. If you get stuck around clusters of penetrations, use the caulking gun. Don't forget the termite paint system requires 2 coats, and make sure you leave enough time between coats for the paint to dry. So here, really good example of how to use the Green Zone termite paint. Prime the area, 2 coats of the paint, and that slab edge against the blockwork wall can now have a warranty certificate. So here we are at a commercial property where we're putting in a termite management system. The property has a commercial storage area for food, so it needs an insect repellent. So the backer rod doubles as an insect repellent to stop the ingress of insects. So here we have a tilt-up panel and we've got the caulking here. If we put the backer rod behind the caulking, it stops that ingress. So vertical joins, like you find in tilt panels, only needs the backing rod and paint applied 150mm above the slab edge. Keep in mind, mastic is likely to be applied over this, so you need to leave enough recess for those guys. Then push the backing rod into the recess and cut it off at the required height. Caulk from the base and make sure you get even coverage. Cover the top edge of the backing rod so it is sealed too.